And when you're doing this, you can all find some really interesting dolls, like this one here. Her name is actually Happy D. Sorry. She was from the Flavor line that Mattel put out, I believe in 2003 is when they put her out. She grabbed my eyes mainly because of her hair. You don't see dreads on them at all. And so it was just kind of something different, something neat. I wasn't sure because I've never seen a Barbie like that, or a doll like with the dreads, so I wasn't sure if she was a Mattel or not. Ways to check, which is a good thing to check when you're buying your dolls. They have a stamp on their back of their body, and let's get her hair out of the way, and at the back of her head underneath her hairline. And those will come with Mattel's trademark saying that it's copywritten and what year they were stamped and formed and molded and all that. And then that way, if they've got the Mattel, you know that you've got a good product. Another fun one that I actually found this past week was Mary Kate and Ashley Olsen. Yeah, no, I grew up, well, they were on TV when I was younger, so they were kind of my TV idols, but I never had their dolls. So when I saw them, I think I paid $3 for the pair. They came in a bag, thankfully, because they're twins. They should be together. They had some really bad makeup job on them. Somebody had taken, I'm assuming, just a washable marker because it came off really easy. They had bright blue eyeshadow, and it was drawn like halfway across their face. Thankfully, it came off with a little bit of water. Their hair, I believe, was still how it came in the package, which was really stiff and styled. I really didn't like it. It was kind of sticky. It looked like someone had literally dunked them in some hairspray. So after soaking for a little bit, they came out nice and clean. But when it comes to hair, I will do another video on cleaning that all up. Some other Mattel dolls that you're going to find with the Barbies are your Disney ones. She's a little bigger, I think. She's pretty dang close to your regular Barbie size. The only issue is she doesn't fit the pants very well, and that's because she's a Disney doll by Mattel. And this is actually Belle. And the ways you can tell, again, her stamp on her back says she's Mattel, and then on the back of her head, it says Disney. It's copywritten Disney, so that way you know there, and then just through the dolls that Disney does, you can figure out that it's Belle. When I got her hair was half curly, kind of like this, but only on one side, so really kind of needed to get rid of it. So she had a good wash. Her hair is still kind of sticky on the top. I've washed her hair now probably about 3 or 4 times, and it's not getting any better. But it doesn't look as bad as it used to. With the curls, the nice thing about the doll hair, it's either nylon doll hair that they use or saran hair, and both of those can go, and you can either curl it and dunk it in some boiling hot water and it'll curl, or you can straighten it. I sat her down, pulled her hair up, and did small little pieces at a time, probably about yay big. And I just used my hair straightener. It actually took longer to do Belle's little bit of hair than all the hair on my head than it does when I straighten. So that's the one thing. Just have to do it on lower settings is the bigger one, because you really don't want to damage it in any way. So her hair came out pretty good after I straightened it all. There's still, not sure if the camera will pick it up, but the ends are all frayed and flying away, and so I'll just have to give her a little trim. She's not finished yet. So this one, she's one of Skipper's friends. Usually don't buy them when their heads are like this, but I've been doing some research on all the doll maintenance and things you can do with all the one-of-a-kinds and the BJDs, which are the ball jointed dolls. And they've been talking about this thing that you can do for their joints called sueding, and I'm going to try and do it with her head, and maybe that'll help her with her head, and then she'll be good as new. Really, for $1, if it doesn't work out, then it doesn't work out, but at least I've tried, and I can tell you if I failed or not. So those are some of the dolls that you can get from Value Village. Again, It's hit or miss. I try and go fairly often just so you can get a mix, and you have to dig through them. It's usually the best ones are stuffed at the back. And yeah, I think that's kind of about it. But yeah, yard sales, number one, you can go, and especially if you have they're usually, when they're selling it, it's their children have grown out of it, they're not home, they're not playing with it anymore, or their grandchildren don't play with it anymore. So they're just selling it to get rid of it because it does take up a lot of space. I've got Rubbermaid containers full of Barbies and furniture and all this stuff to go with them. But yeah, you can usually get a pretty good deal. I got a box full of Barbie furniture, like actual room furniture. It was pretty cool, on walls and stuff, for under $10, and furnished half a Barbie house with it. But you just have to know how to kind of bargain with them. I'll take this and this if for these kind of prices, and know what kind of prices you can expect, and try not to pay too much for it. And the biggest thing is just make sure they're in good condition. You don't want to buy a doll that's falling apart and still pay $5 to $10 for, when you can go to Valley Village or other yard sales and pay $1 or $2 for a really good doll. Yes, she may not come with clothes, but again, you can buy bags of that, and there's usually a lot of them. Just because it's an older doll or older style car or older kind of clothing, they're still fun to have, and it gives you good flavor and mix and stuff when you're doing that. I think that's kind of about it that I was wanting to cover on this. I will do in a later video just on some cleaning up of, like, she's got all the marks on her legs, and just I'll walk you through the cleaning up of these two dolls, and how to wash her hair and different things to look like when you're getting into that. Alright, and so stay tuned, and I shall post those other videos soon. Bye.